to coast.
Until recently, this was the version of American prehistory that most experts agreed on. But a new discovery here in Texas is threatening to rewrite the entire story.
Archaeologist Mike Collins is a very patient man. For 15 years, he's been digging away in this small field near Austin. And he's found something that no one expected.
So, Mike, what sort of dates have you got coming out here?
We have the entire prehistory of Central Texas represented at this site. The kinds of artifacts we find and the few absolute dates that we have tell us that people were here from 500 years ago back 13,500 years ago. Even more importantly, we have stuff below that.
Below Clovis, so older than Clovis?
Older than Clovis, pre-Clovis,
right
here at this site.
But for years, archaeologists have thought that Clovis was the first culture in the Americas.
You know, most archaeologists have thought that, but there's a few of us that have known better. And we're on the other side of the site. You can see the Clovis level, and you can see artifacts below it. You want to see that?
I'd love to see it.
Let's go see it.
Mike, this is an incredibly deep test pit.
Yes, it's a deep test pit, and we're really interested in this part of it right here. Because right through here we get Clovis artifacts, but as we dug down, we continue to get artifacts below that for about 20 or 25 centimeters more. A nice flake here, for example, with a platform and good flake scars on it. We have one date from down here of 14,400 years.
14,400?
Yeah.
So that's pre-Clovis?
By 1,000 years.
I mean, that's amazing because that makes us rethink all of our theories about early Americans.
Yes, we have to rethink our paradigm. We have to come up with a new accounting of the peopling of the Americas.
Mike, how sure are you about the date of these artifacts?
It's just one date, so you need to corroborate it with further evidence, and that's what we're working on.
Now, we can only draw tentative conclusions from the evidence emerging here, but our grand theory about how humans first got into North America is starting to look decidedly dodgy. Because if there really were people living here at Gault as early as Mike says there were, then there must have been another route into the Americas, because the ice-free corridor wasn't open yet. But what I need is more proof. And if the claims coming out of South America are to be believed, then they may have even earlier and more compelling evidence than I've seen here in Texas.
It's time to leave North America for the South. Ahead of me is a 3-day journey, but one I hope will be worth it, because what I'm off to see could change everything. My destination is Santarém in Brazil, and it's got a rather excellent prehistoric transport link, the Amazon.
On a 7-hour river journey to reach a very special place, the home of some of the earliest South Americans. But unless I want to be standing the whole way, I've got to get a move on. Well, I think this is going to be quite comfortable.
Looking around at my fellow passengers, I have a sense of déjà vu. I'm sure I can see those same East Asian features that I saw in the north. could it be that these are still echoes of an ancient Siberian ancestry? Impromptu fireworks finally announce our arrival at the tiny port of Monchaleg.
Well, we're just coming into port, so my journey's almost over for today, but I've still got quite a long way to go tomorrow. Nelsie!
Oi!
Hello! Oi!
The next